Okay, besties, I never used besties lol. Can we have a quick heart-to-heart before the internet fully descends into pumpkin spice madness? I am starting this video a little unconventionally and showing you all my BTS, and nope, not that South Korean boy band, my setup and chaos that the camera does not catch lol. Can we please slow down for a second? I'm all for a cute flannel moment, and yes, fall is that girl, but hold up, it is still summer. It's barely July, and somehow my feed is already full of cinnamon-scented candles, oversized scarves, and people whispering full vibes, like it's a sacred incantation. I swear, I saw a decorative gourd try to elbow its way past a watermelon the other day. It was barely the 4th of July, and somehow my feed is already giving crunchy leaves and cozy vibes like we're one cardigan away from October. And while I respect the hustle of the early fall content creators, you do you, autumn queens and kings, I just want to gently remind everyone that it is still summer, like peak summer. The sun is out, the popsicles are still melty, and fireflies are doing their cute little light shows for free. Let's not wish away the now. We are speed running through the seasons like we're in a race with a calendar. And look, I get it. Some people heal through decorative gourds, and I support them. But I'm here waving my little SPF-covered flag like, can we not rush the magic? Because come October, we'll all be screaming that the pumpkins have had their time. And it's suddenly Mariah season, and boom, here come the snowflakes and reindeer. Come September even, we'll blink and be full on feral trying to toss the pumpkins in storage so we can drag out 6 boxes of glittery snowflakes and demand hot cocoa be injected directly into our veins. So let's take a breath, feel the sun on our skin, and let summer have its glorious moment before we leap into pumpkin purgatory and peppermint everything. Let's be present in the beauty of now. Summer deserves her moment too, and by moment I mean pool floats, grilled corn, and that glow we pretend is just good lighting. Let's not skip this chapter, it's a good one.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya, and today we're going to be doing a summer starter pack. Just a few different things as far as activities, a couple of hobbies, some movies, you guys. I am a movie fiend. Don't even talk to me about movies. Like, even though I haven't seen a lot of movies, I feel that are quite contemporary and a lot of the masses know. I've seen quite a few in my day, so I feel like I can give a few recommendations. A couple of TV shows and food. Anyway, I'm very happy you guys are here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you do like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming summer content. Guys, I just want to let you know that it is already about 95 degrees right now in South Florida, and it's only like 8:30 in the morning. Unbelievable. So it's bound to be quite a scorcher. I have this gorgeous hydrangea glass mug that I got from Home Goods a few weeks ago, and I have been using it religiously. It has become one of my favorite mugs because of the beautiful colors and the simplicity of it. Also, I have like some ice and water in here because you gotta stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I want to start with the one that I feel I want to talk about just first, just to get it out of the way, because my sister just wrapped this book up, One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. Hope I'm saying her name right. And basically, my sister did not have a good time with it. She was verbally complaining about this particular story, right? So from what I understand, this woman, she lost her poor mother, who she adores. It's like she would kiss the ground that she would walk on. She is her queen. May she reign forever kind of thing, you know? Like, so she has a very strong and deep connection with her mom. So she lost her mom, and in my opinion, she goes off to Italy to kind of rediscover and re-find herself, and to, I don't know if it's like take a trip that her mom would have taken with her or whatnot. Yeah, so basically there's this trip to Positano, such a beautiful place, I've never been and whatnot, but there's a beautiful trip to Positano that the characters were supposed to take together, the mom and the daughter, and it seems that the husband can't really get through to her. She's quite lost without her anchor. Her mom is like her greatest love, apparently, you know? And my sister was saying that, oh, she's such a B word. the main character. She was not quite kind, maybe morally gray, because, you know, when she goes out there, she kind of gets, she's married, for crying out loud, so she kind of gets into it with, you know, some guy or whatever, and that's just not something that, you know, is quite great. And she just pissed my sister off to the nines, to the ethers. She says that it wrapped up quite well, but she was quite frustrated while reading this book the entire time. So I don't know. I would love to hear your opinion if you guys have read this. I know that Lauren Graham, who does the iconic role of Lorelai Gilmore Sr., the mom, Rory's mama, she does the audiobook for this particular story, and there's even a little blurb in here from, I guess, Gilmore Girls. It's so funny. It says here, I just feel like I need more time. I really just feel ambushed, you know? I mean, I thought I had so much more time. I thought I had all summer to impart my wisdom about work and life and your future, and I just feel like I had something to tell you. Oh, on the bus, make sure you choose a good seat, you know. I was trying to figure out, because I'm a Gilmore Girl fanatic, guys, for like probably from the 8th grade all the way until like, yeah, my senior year of high school, I would religiously watch Gilmore Girls on this channel that we have here in the United States called ABC Family. It's no longer a thing. It's called Freeform now. But yeah, so I would religiously watch Gilmore Girls after school, like, you know, get off the bus from middle school and high school, or, well, not really high school, I didn't really take the bus for high school, but yeah, get off the school day and just watch an episode of Full House, which would air at like 4:30, because they're 30-minute episodes, and then at 5 o'clock if you're on the road. So I'm quite a stan of Gilmore Girls, so I know exactly what scene this is. On the bus, make sure you choose a good seat, you know, because people are creatures of habit, and the seat you pick in the beginning could be your seat for the rest of the year, you know? Get a window seat, honey, because there's so much to see. Love it. But anyway, guys, I don't know. Just because of the interaction that my sister had with this particular book, I was like, I don't know if I am feeling it. Let me know, because it just sounds so beautiful. Positano, the Amalfi Coast, beautiful, delectable food, charming hotel staff, cliff sides that are stunning. So, like, what's the problem? It seems like this person's a spoiled brat baby. I don't know. Like, they kind of like don't take the relationships that are most valuable and meaningful to them that quite seriously. So I don't know. That's my little spiel on it. I want to read it because my sister read it, and I want to know what she knows. And I'm so sorry for the sun going in and out, in and out. I can't control it. I don't have the powers yet to do so.
I heard you're looking for me. Here I am.
Okay, now for my next book, this one is The Secret Love Letters of Olivia Moretti. This basically sweeps readers from sun-drenched Italy to windswept coasts of Maine as these three estranged sisters, that already breaks my heart because I have sisters, they uncover a hidden cache of passionate letters revealing their late mother's secret love affair. Oh, hell no. Ugh. And a life that she never got to live. This particular story has beautiful prose, second chances, of course a tangled family history. I'm thinking especially with a love affair that was there. That's insane to me. And it has rich, heart-stirring journey through love, identity, perfect for those warm summer afternoons and long evenings, filled with Mediterranean charm, juicy secrets, and the kind of emotional depth that lingers long after the last page. That's what I've heard. I can see taking this story to the pool or to a quiet beach and just kind of like ruminating with it and having a good old time with it throughout the summer. So this is what the cover, you know, looks like, and I'll be showing some b-roll of it. So that's one. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit and go into a classic by Rudyard Kipling. Oh, I love that name. It just sounds like elephants in India and spices and hot summers and Egypt and the English patient. It just sounds like a fun adventure whenever I hear the name Rudyard Kipling. Tiki something. I've read a few from him, but I just can't place the titles. But he's, you know, he's quite iconic. So Rudyard Kipling's Captain's Courageous. So Captain's Courageous by Rudyard Kipling is a coming-of-age sea adventure that follows spoiled millionaire's son, Harvey Chaney, I would say Cheney, who basically is rescued by a group of these rugged fishermen after falling overboard. That sounds like a fisherman type of summer. I know that that's one of the aesthetic people are going for these days. I know that, you have your Miley Cyrus summer, your Cape Cod, Grand Millennial-esque summer. You have the North Carolina, Nicholas Sparks summer, and then some people like the fisherman aesthetic and the New England aesthetic as well. So it's just a whole slew of different things off into the tropics, off into Malibu, California area. So I think that's a lot of fun. So he's rescued by a group of rugged fishermen after falling overboard. He's forced to earn his keep aboard a fishing schooner on the wild North Atlantic. So I can imagine that Harvey would then transform into a very resilient, hardworking person if you're gonna have to earn your keep on a freaking boat out at sea. The rhythms of the sea don't mess. Have you guys ever seen those like Viking-esque oil tankers where people are like, they have this crazy hum kind of music with it, and it's like the ship is smashing into it, and people are like, how could the Vikings and all of these people of the past travel these treacherous waters? It's like, it really is quite courageous and brave and quite insane, especially since the technology we have compared to the technology they had, and wooden boats is not the same, So Harvey, I can imagine he's gonna become a little bit more resilient. The camaraderie, you're in close quarters with other people that you see quite often, the bonds are gonna be formed there with his fisherman buddies. And as I said, the rhythm of the sea does not mess around, so you're gonna have to kind of go with the flow. Pun intended. Again, like salty air, crashing waves, drifting seas, that kind of vibe. I'm very excited for this one. And it is quite thin, so this probably could be read in a day. Yeah, I am excited. I always like to mix a little bit of modern with a little bit of a classic, so that way I don't get too strung out with words like TikTok or Instagram if they do present themselves in my books and in my reading. I'm like, So yeah, I can imagine this is gonna be a little bit of a thrilling, character driven, because we're focused on this one guy who is here on the boat. So very excited for this one. Actually, it's probably up. Get ready or not, 'cause here I come. Wow, the ice has already melted. It's insane. Next book on my lap. The cover for this book, guys, is so beautiful. I feel like it's just something right off of like Key West. We have a blurb from Allie Hazelwood. She says, take this book on vacation with you and let its heart and humor sweep you off your feet. Allie Hazelwood is a weird accent now. So it's called The Beach Trap. You almost want to say The Beach Trip. I feel like I'm running across a lot of half siblings in my reads. It's like, what is going on here? Like, there is this one book that I started and I was like, oh, already sneering my nose a little bit. I don't know if that's the proper term, but I was like, like, are you kidding me? Like, what are we doing? I wasn't happy. I was like, so it's called Main Character, something like that. And the cover, once again, was super beautiful, gorgeous looking house, lakeside. This woman named Vivian, she comes, I think her name is Vivian, because I only got to like the first couple chapters. She comes home to, I come home. This is my brain. I'm sorry. I saw this thing. Let me not. Anyway, so she comes home. I just can't think of it. Cyndi Lauper, you guys, that's where I'm at.
Come home in the middle of the night. Come home in the middle of the night. My body's where you want to live.
She came home, and to kind of sort out affairs with her father's summer cabin that she used to hang out with, and it happens to be that her half-sister is there. So the dad, once again, is leading a separate life. What is wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with people?
Okay, what the hell is going on?
That is not okay. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Why are people like this? Like, how do you do that to your own family? Insane. I'm sorry. Just, like, I think that's, like, one of my, things that I just can't come to grips with is like people leading double lives, especially in that fashion. It's not because you're trying to protect yourself or whatever, but you're like selfishly stepping out on your marriage and your child and your family, and like you can't split your time between two different people. So he has a kid, and the girl's like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm trying to get into the house, please. The half sister's like, I've been waiting for you. Like she used to spend summers there as well with the father, so that's her father too, which is completely like you don't want it to be like the redheaded stepchild. Like they didn't do anything wrong. the child is not at fault. It's really the father who you're super pissed at because they're dead now and you can't do anything about it. Not that this has happened to me. I feel like, I don't want anybody to think that, oh, she has to, have brothers and siblings and her father. No, not at all. I'm just thinking of the perspective reading that is like, it's very infuriating and just so frustrating. That kind of thing, in a sense, happened in this book called Beach Read by Emily Henry a little bit. So it's like, I always like, oh, like I hate that. I think that it's just so unfair and so wrong. Like, you just didn't care about these people, So that's my little ramble on. My ramble on. But The Beach Trap by Allie Bradley. No wonder Allie Hazelwood reviewed this book. It's the same name. So, yeah, I just think that the cover is so, so beautiful. Let's go ahead and quickly talk about it. Let me go ahead and correct that. I think I said Allie Bradley when it's Allie Brady. I am so silly. Okay, so, yeah, so this one is a sun-soaked story of these two women who are strangers who are turned to reluctant half-sisters. You guys already know how I feel about that. They inherit this rundown beach house and must navigate family secrets, the tensions that are going to be there when they are in the house, and of course, unexpected love while renovating their shared past. I think that would be probably the most beautiful aspect of the story, a house renovation. I am all for that. I love that so, so much. So, it's gonna be sisterhood, probably people forgiving each other, growing bonds and things like that. All of that tested under the nice hot summer sun. I just love it because it's gonna be like a breezy coastal backdrop, and I think that'll be perfect for the summer. This next one is called Lucy by the Sea by Elizabeth Strout. Oh, I love the cover. Very simplistic. It's giving acrylic oil painting. Yeah. Ooh, it's also winner of a Pulitzer Prize. I don't know if it's the author or this book. That's very interesting. So Lucy by the Sea by Elizabeth Strout. This one is a quietly powerful novel that follows writer Lucy Barton as she escapes pandemic era New York to quarantine with her ex-husband. Oh, I'm laughing already. That sounds really fun, actually, to read. You know what I mean? To read. That sounds really, really fun. So she's, gonna quarantine with her ex-husband in a house by the Maine coast where isolation forces them to confront old wounds, unspoken truths, and the enduring complexities of love and memory. So the story is set against the stark beauty of the sea. It offers introspection because, it's gonna be a big fat therapy section. You guys are gonna have to dissect your feelings and all of the things that may have not been said, I can imagine, between this ex-married couple. I don't know why it feels somewhat like this movie called The Mirror Has Two Faces. Is gonna be like, I don't know, something about this. I don't know if you guys know it, but anyway, you should check it out. It's a fantastic movie, 5 stars. It just gives me the feeling of like an older woman who is gonna be walking down a creaky boardwalk, down a soaked pier, that has algae on it, and you can hear the tide rolling in, foggy mornings, her in her sweater, just trying to think about her past, and then maybe, she'll come back to her husband. Who knows? That would be fun. That would be nice if people can reconcile in that way. But yeah, Lucy by the Sea. It just reminds me of Lucy in the Sky. Oh, so, so beautiful. I also got this book called Cottagecore Baking Book, 60 sweet and savory bakes for simple, cozy living. I just thought it'd be super beautiful. I know that a lot of people would like to say that this is for the springtime and whatnot, but I think that an enchanting escape out into a cottage during the summer months is just what we all need. Very excited for this one, and I would love to try my hand at a couple of these delicious baked goods, whether they be savory or not. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Everything is just set up so, so gorgeously. Imagine like Prairie Kitchen kind of vibes a little bit. And then this other one here that I have is called Our Castle by the Sea by Lucy Strange. So gorgeous. I love that. Very quick little blurb here. So this person, the main character, grew up in a lighthouse. 11-year-old Pet's world has been one of storms, secret tunnels, and stories about sea monsters. But now the country is at war and the cliff tops are a terrifying battleground. Oh wow. So it's kind of like a wartime novel. She'll have to muster up all her bravery to uncover why her family is being torn apart. Oh, that's so sad. So young adult or juvenile fiction kind of thing. And then the last physical book that I do have is called The Snowbirds by Christina Clancy. I gave you guys a lot of options for this. So this particular one is a layered family drama that follows 18-year-old Georgia as she flees Wisconsin to uncover the truth behind her grandmother's mysterious past in Florida. So it sets off a journey of self-discovery and generational reckoning. I love that. Woven with secrets, shifting identities, and the quiet ache of coming to terms with everything. So the story will be about, you know, what she's inheriting probably and what she's gonna be leaving behind since she's chasing after her grandma's story. So I really like this one because it shows both like the vibrancy and the melancholy of summer with this dual setting of the frozen Midwest, if you're talking about good old Wisconsin, and then something I'm quite familiar with, it's sun-drenched Florida, you know? So yeah, I'm very excited for like that vibrant and vividly atmospheric read, Snowbirds. I like the cover. It's giving the resort hotel-y vibes, and it's super, super cute. Very much so. And then for the book club that I have going on in June right now, I'm reading this new release from Taylor Jenkins Reid called Atmosphere, just a space-focused type of story. So I gave you guys quite a few books to think about. You have lots and lots of options. If you guys have any recommendations, please leave them below for me. I already did my TBR video. I just thought that, you know, that, as I said, I'm definitely going to be making an effort to read, and these are like my backups. If I ever get a chance throughout the 3 months of the summer, if I want to pick up other really vividly atmospheric beach reads and atmospheric summer reads, then I have those options from the library. And I always like to kind of test out any new books to me from the library, so that way I don't, you know, waste too much money purchasing things. That's just like, just utilize your library because it is incredibly resourceful and important, and they need to just be kept around, you know what I mean? They need to be kept around. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to something else. Some of these might repeat from my bucket list, so forgive me if you guys haven't seen my bucket list. That's okay. A lot of the things will pop up in here as well, so you're in luck. Anyway, so I know that for summertime, especially since I live in the South, I love the idea of like a delicious peach cobbler. And again, I don't really have any categories. I might be going back and forth between the food, the hobbies, the activities, and the movies and TV shows, so they're not really quite categorized, so forgive me for that. But yeah, I think that like caramels, I think that peaches are quite perfect for the summertime. Yeah, whether you're doing a cobbler or a pie or a muffin or scones or something with the peaches, I think is quite delicious. And okay, my camera cut off, but yeah, peaches are in season around this time of the year. So from late May to early October, and July and August being their peak season. So I'm thinking, as I said, peach cobbler, peach ice cream, peach desserts. You can do peaches in a salad if you really wanted to do that as well. That sounds very delicious. Peach crumble, peach pie.
Hey, see if they got any pie. Bring me some pie. Love me some pie.
Peach. So that sounds so good. I mentioned that I wanted to try my hand at sea salt caramels. They just seem so perfectly appropriate for the summertime. Lavender ice cream, just because of the color, and I don't think I've ever tried anything with lavender before, so lavender ice cream is on my list. Let's see what else. I saw these gorgeous summer pastas that just, oh my gosh, I wanted to jump into the page. Like, I feel like I've done things like this, so they're super easy. Just thinking of like an angel hair pasta with a basil and oregano and those gorgeous little tomatoes. They're like grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, whatever you like. Yellow, red, orange, so beautiful. So there's one here that's called the Ina Gardens Summer Garden Pasta. It is so beautiful. And then I also saw these delicious looking crispy salmon bites. I just love it. I think fish is also perfect for the summertime. It feels like people are sailing and catching the freshest fish out there. The land is not like, you know, the water's not frozen, so maybe people might feel like, oh, that's the time to do so. Even though I think that when you do catch lobsters and crab, people are out there in like the frozen seas basically doing that job. So I don't know, that's just what I think in my head. And then there's this delicious looking herb roasted chicken in a creamy white sauce that got my attention. It just looks so restaurant quality. Fresh vegetables and fruits. I pinned this other recipe here. It's one that is just, it's presented so beautifully. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't typically eat ricotta in this fashion, actually, only in maybe my pastas, aka lasagna. So there's this roasted carrots with whipped ricotta and honey, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really read the rest. That one stuck out to me as well. If this picture does not do it for you, I don't know what will. For the summer, caramelized onion pasta with chili oil. Okay, I'm done. Just send me up to heaven. That sounds so good. And here is another one, a whipped feta with roasted strawberries. Just the picture alone is just so gorgeous. Yeah, so different pastas, different like kind of like bruschettas, and I think that's what they call it, bruschetta, with like toast and cheese and tomato on top with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. Gorgeous looking balsamic steak or gargonzola type salads. I just could eat any and everything pretty much, guys. Yeah, I'm scrolling through. Ooh, here's another one. Peach Bellini. Oh, this looks like a slushy to me, you know? Roasted potatoes, shrimp. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this one is so beautiful. A peach cobbler cheesecake. And then a couple of like very picturesque, like they really stand out. There was different food art pictures that I saw where people cut up strawberries and put them on top of a cake, and the strawberries were formed like a lobsters to give that, you know, New England, Cape Cod-y, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard vibe. So like a lobster shaped strawberry design on top of a cake. And also, I mentioned this last time in my bucket list, a meringue that's shaped like a clam, and then you put a bunch of different berries in there, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and just like look like they do some type of like a whipped vanilla seed cream to go inside. I just think that is just so beautiful. So yeah, there's a bunch of different like food arts that you can take a look into to see. Even here, this one's so pretty. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm sure it's like, I'm not sure. I said I'm not sure and I'm sure. It looks like it's a galette. I think that's what they call it. Basically like it's like a tart, a super thin tart-ish with sliced apples, and it's designed to look like a fish. It is just so beautiful. I love it. But the ideas can go on and on and on for summertime. I really am going to try my very best to maybe try out just 5. Even though I give a lot of options, let me just try to say like, Kate, this weekend we're gonna try that thing for summer. Take a picture of it and eat it, and you know, have fun and make the memories to do so. Because sometimes it feels like, oh yeah, you might have your list of things that, you know, you saw and whatnot, and then you never execute anything, you know what I mean? So I really am in the mindset of, if you actually write it down and say, oh, this is what we're having for Saturday, or this is what we're going to experiment on Sunday, this particular thing, then it will happen. So I'm a huge person on writing things down, so that way it could be like, yeah, I have to make this happen. It's not just something that's up in the ethers and up in the atmosphere, you know what I mean? So that was the food. I could go on and on and on and on and on. I have lots and lots and lots of ideas. You know, fresh homemade ice cream, just lots of pies and tarts, even soups for the summer, just all of the different things, popsicles and drinks and all the things, guys. Just in case you did miss it as well, I wanted to talk to you guys about a room makeover that I'm thinking of doing. I really wanted to bring the beauty of the blue and white that we see constantly with the sky into the home, into my bedroom, to make it a little bit more peaceful and quite aesthetically pleasing. My room is not horrible right now, but it could be better. So I purchased this glass cabinet from IKEA. I know a lot of people are into the glass cabinet. I love them, guys, and they keep the books and everything so neat and just designer-esque and clean and just elevated, and like they like prop them up. It's like they look even better behind a glass cabinet, and it keeps things quite dust-free. So yeah, I bought a glass cabinet for the bedrooms just for more storage, and I'm thinking of purchasing a new bed sheet. I'm gonna rummage around the homes to see what I have. I have tons of items that I can use to just beautify the space and to rearrange it, like from this quilt actually that I'm using. It's this beautiful blue and white quilt from, I think, Martha Stewart. I got it off of like Overstock. I don't think it is available anymore because that was years ago, and I do believe it was Martha Stewart if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, guys, I have that in mind as well, to do a beautiful blue and white kind of hydrangea filled, you know, this kind of vibe a little bit in the bedroom. I'll put up some gorgeous pictures so you guys can see. Looking for those kind of cervical, cylindrical bolster pillows as well. It's like the gingham, white, blue, floral aesthetic, quilts, lots of textures to make the bed look like a superstar. But basically, I was gonna say basically, like I'm Australian or something. Basically, all my furniture in my room is white, which I love. I personally love it, because it's not overwhelming, it's not too stimulating, and yeah, just give it a wipe down, declutter, things of that sort. Just bring in that coastal Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Chatham, you know, Massachusetts, Kennedy, Cape Cod vibe, Hyannisport, you know. So that's really my idea. I mentioned that in the bucket list as well, and it's not really a huge room or anything. I'm not painting things. I'm not gonna be doing wallpaper or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just looking for a very comforting, cozy place where I can rest my head to watch movies. And since I'm talking about movies, we might as well get into it. Might as well. Okay, guys. really, I love movies, guys. I love movies. I can't tell you. It's an escapism. It's like, if you don't want to think about what's going on right now in the world or in your life or something, you know, if you just want to be entertained, especially if it's one that you absolutely love, movies are just phenomenal. You guys, recently, like within the last few days, I watched Pride and Prejudice for the first time because I was doing a Jane Austen vlog, which will be coming out shortly. It takes a lot to film videos, by the way, and edit them.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished with this. I mean, look at this. See cost reports. This is out of order. I did completely rearrange this. I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
And get supplies and things like that too. So I am reading Pride and Prejudice, and I watched the one with Matt. I didn't want to say the name. My sister's gonna watch this video. The one in 2005 with Keira Knightley. Everybody knows who Keira Knightley is. And you guys, who do you think is really more Mr. Darcy? Colin Firth or the other guy? I don't want to say his name, but yeah. It's bad. It's bad, guys. I watched it and I was like, I was dying. I was like, why didn't you guys tell me to watch this movie before or read this book? Like, Jane Austen, beautiful. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to see what Sense and Sensibility brings for me. Northanger Abbey, Mansfield Park. She has a bunch of others that I can't think of right now. Friendship. Something friendship. It's misspelled. It's not misspelled, but you know what I mean. Wow. Emma is another one, I think, maybe. Guys, I love that movie. I thought it was just so beautifully well done. I love the zooming in and out. I love the costume, the music. For years, since like 2009, 2010, I've had this song that I've played and I didn't even know where it was from. It was called Liz on Top of the World, and it is I don't want to spoil it, but it's just this iconic, beautiful, heart-tugging song that just makes you come alive. It is so romantic, it's so gorgeous, and I've just always loved the piano in it, and then the strings that come in. It's so dramatic and gorgeously done. It's an earworm, right? So I've had this song for years. And then when this particular scene happens, right? Y'all don't even want to know. Look, today's June 14th. Do you see this? I changed my background. I changed my background to him. He comes alive. Look. You see that? You saw the way he just popped up? You saw that? So silly. You guys would be like, what is she doing? No, what am I not doing? I am not being miserable, and I am enjoying the beautiful, beautiful romantic prose and the powerful women message of Jane Austen. I love it. Oh, I think the most heartbreaking thing in that movie, guys, I'm on a Jane Austen kick right now, but the most heartbreaking thing in that movie was when Mr. Collins was trying to ask for Elizabeth's hand in marriage.
Mrs. Bennet, I was hoping, if it would not trouble you, that I might solicit a private audience with Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, certainly. Lizzie will be very happy indeed. Everyone out.
No, wait, please, I beg you, Mr. Collins can have nothing to say to me that anybody need not hear.
Now?
Jane.
Dear Miss Elizabeth,
I was like, and then everybody in the household just left her at the dinner table, including her father. My heart broke for that. I was like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing? Y'all ain't gonna say something? Like, don't leave her here. She doesn't want to be with this loser, this weirdo. But yeah, Mr. Darcy. Very beautiful. That guy's voice is fantastic. And if you haven't watched it before, because I just watched it after 20 years of it being out, I'm finally in the club and I know what the hand flex means. I know what the walkout from the field means at sunrise. And yeah, and the potatoes. I know what the potatoes mean as well. Yeah, love it. I love Elizabeth. I love Jane, Lydia, Kitty, Mary. Oh, Mrs. Bennett, she's just so cookie, so chatty like me. Oh man, yeah. Mr. Bingley, I know all these people's names now. I love it. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but y'all need to watch it. Next, though, I'm gonna watch is Sense and Sensibility very, very soon. But some summer movies that I have. I did mention Point Break. I'll enter in this really cool clip again of these guys. They're surfers who have turned to bank robbers, and their group name is the Ex-Presidents.
Hands up! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the ex-presidents, and we need just a few moments of your time. We've been screwing you for years, so a few more seconds shouldn't matter, now should it? How you doing, Dick?
Just implementing our own personal plan of deregulation, Mr. President.
Time, Mr. Carter.
60.
LBJ.
We're styling.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to vote.
I'm not a crook.
Always so fun to see that clip, you guys. It gets really crazy. I like cut it off right before something inappropriate happens, actually. So that's one of my faves that I love. The music in there is so iconic. The skydiving scene is really great. Again, it's Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze and Gary Busey. They're out here just making them fun California-esque movie. Just great for the summer. My Cousin Vinny is another fantastic one. I think I just really love Ralph Macchio in the summer, so it's just such a fun, like, sharp, fast-talking courtroom comedy about like these two New York college students who were wrongly accused of a murder in a small town in Alabama. And basically their only hope lies with their cousin named Vinny. Think of like a mobster type of Italian named Gambini, Gambiosi, you know, Lucchesi, Bonavis. I'm just making up things now. But anyway, he's like this loudmouth. I think it's Joe Pesci, I believe. He's a loudmouth, extremely wildly inexperienced Brooklyn lawyer who just passed the bar, okay, the lawyer test. And through basically his wit and his fun prowess, you can't forget these characters. They help Ralph Macchio and his friend who were wrongly accused and wrongly detained to get them out of this crazy situation. Lots of legal twists and super funny. I love the southern charm of it, and yeah, the dialogue throughout the entire movie is just super fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a great Scorcher-esque kind of movie for the summertime. And also The Karate Kid is another beautiful one that you guys should check out. They have a bunch of them, and there's also one with a girl named Hilary Swank. She comes in later on in the 90s, and I believe that the Cranberries have a song in that movie. Might be Dreams, maybe. Just mentioning in that, but yeah, Mr. Miyagi is a lot of fun. Another, oh gosh, let me give you one last one with Ralph Macchio since I didn't mention it here. The Outsiders, iconic book and iconic story. I cried. Just go check it out. Read the book and check out the movie. So much fun. I feel like this other movie, it's a little bit out of pocket, a little bit different. Like, why would you recommend this? But I think that not a lot of people have not seen it, but more so have not thought of it for the summertime, I think. But there's this movie called Sleeping with the Enemy. It's like a psychological thriller that follows this girl, Julia, wow, I can't remember her name. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot her name. I was like, Julia Roberts. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, it's like a psychological thriller that follows Julia Roberts' character named Laura. She fakes her own death to escape like her abusive and controlling husband. And of course, it's not that easy. The guy comes after her, and it's like a psycho-abusive husband who just will not let her live her life. And I thought it was just a little bit like cozy a little bit. I know it's like insane kind of premise, but it has like a coastal setting, slow burn suspense. She moves into this really cute home where she paints it and gets rid of the dust and steals apples to make an apple pie from her neighbor's garden, and it was just so much fun. Lots of music, and I love movies like that. That's my bread and butter, you know? I also think that another fun movie for the summertime is The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner and so many others. So many others. Basically, Kevin Costner is hired as Whitney Houston's bodyguard. She's like a pop star, as she is in real life, and he has protected the president as Secret Service, you know, bodyguard type of person, and they fall in love. She's very headstrong. She does not like to listen to, you know, the security measures that Kevin Costner's character places in there. She has a son that she's she loves so much, and there's like this stalker who's coming after her, and that's why Kevin was hired, right? And it's just such a fun, beautiful movie. I think my favorite scene has got to be their date when they go off to go see this crazy Asian old kung fu-esque sword, you know, movie, and then they go to this bar to have a beer, and then they dance and things like that. So I really love that movie, and the music is just fantastic, and the visuals are great as well. Love. Sometimes when I browse through Prime, because I do have like a Fire Stick, I come across such kooky and sweet movies. I found this one called The Love Letter, and Ellen DeGeneres appears in the movie. Her name is Janet. It has a bunch of other characters and actors that you guys would know. So basically, DeGeneres, Ellen, her character is part of a group of people who become entangled in a mystery surrounding a love letter found in an antique desk, and each character is speculating about who wrote it and to whom it was intended for.
In the town of Loblolly by the sea, life moves at a slower pace.
Condiments. Let's move on to that. Ketchup, obviously the most popular condiment.
And everybody knows everybody else's business. But something unexpected is about to arrive. A love letter addressed to no one.
Dearest, do you know how much
in love with you I am?
Has the whole town wondering who wrote it and guessing who it's for.
No one ever wrote me a love letter before.
She thinks it's from him.
I've fallen in love without taking a step. I'm on fire.
He assumes it's from her.
I love you. You think he's on dope? Looks to me like he's on dope.
She's sure it's for her.
He blinked, like a wink. Not blink, but like a kind of a sexy...
And life in this simple town is about to get complicated.
I just thought it gave a little bit of a summer vibe. I have not watched it, and, you know, I'm intrigued to see how it is, because it just, you know, felt very summery to me. So I wanted to point that one out to you guys. If you have ever seen it, please let me know. A couple of the Disney Channel movies that I absolutely adore. That was my era. I grew up on that stuff. So I just am going to single out a few that are perfect for the summer. So we have Ring of Endless Light, just a beautiful one. Oh, they're literally just in the water practically the entire movie with dolphins. It's just such a gorgeous one. It has Ryan Merriman in there and Misha Barton, and it's a great summer movie. I just love the vibes in there. One of my favorites as a child. 13th Year is another really beautiful, sweet one about this kid who basically was found kind of like Clark Kent style, right? I think he was found like on a fishnet on a pier, something. Let me see. It's been years. This movie came out in 1999, guys. Ooh. Yeah, so basically it says here he approaches adolescence and he grows scales and fins, and he communicates with fish, and he breathes underwater, and he loves to drink a lot of water as well. But yeah, this kid was basically found by these humans, and his birth mother, who's a mermaid, left him on this boat basically to avoid being captured. Yeah, and then there's this like really big bad guy who's like trying to find her throughout the years. He's like obsessed with looking for mermaids ever since he kind of saw probably her like fishtail and whatnot. So it's about this young kid who grows up. By the time he turns 13, he starts growing a fin and scales and whatnot, and it's just a really sweet story that I have always loved as well. My sister probably would want me to mention Teen Beach Movie. That's another cute one for summertime. Rip Girls. You guys don't know about Rip Girls. Y'all don't know about Rip Girls. I feel like Rip Girls kind of goes with the vibe of Aquamarine and whatnot, H2O, those kind of young like coming of age teen type of movies. So that one's like a Disney movie that follows this 13-year-old girl named Sydney as she returns to her native Hawaii, basically to claim the inherited land, only to discover that her roots fall in love with surfing. And so yeah, so she basically just falls in love with surfing, and she connects with the people of the island and all things like that. So it's just a super cute little sun-soaked Soul Surfer-esque. That's another cute one, Soul Surfer type of movie. If we're gonna bring it back to a little bit of the vintage vibe, another one is To Catch a Thief with Cary Grant. Just think of Amalfi Coast, think of Monaco. I know it's not the same place, but it's kind of close. In beautiful dresses and just gorgeous hotel shots, and Grace Kelly and Alfred Hitchcock. Just a beautiful summer setting if we're talking about a little bit of the vintage stuff. Now, I always have to mention the space category for movies for the summertime, and we're talking about, as I said, E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Mac and Me. thinking that over the summer there's this like McDonald's practically sponsored that movie, in my humble opinion. Mac and Me is like Temu E.T. That's what people probably would like to say, even though it's a great, cute, fun movie too. But yeah, if anything, I would say if you're a McDonald's eater, if you want to nibble on their fries at the very least, you can do Mac and Me and McDonald's type of summer evening where you just pop on that movie and enjoy whatever favorite McDonald's treat that you may have. My sister, she came up with this one and I just threw that in there. Mars Attack, I've never seen it. She said Sloppy Joe's because it looks like brain. I don't know what that means. So that could be another kind of fun like pairing of food with a cool, fun summer movie. This one's not Alien, but I did mention The Parent Trap as well.
Wait a minute, I thought this was a boys' camp.
The one with Lindsay Lohan, because that's the one I'm familiarized with. It's such a cozy, campy summer movie where these twins discover that they are, you know, they're sisters. Okay, like they're twins. Hello. It's like sister style. Yeah, they find each other and they switch places and they basically trap their parents so that way they could fall in love again and become one unit. And it stars Dennis Quaid and Natasha Richardson. Just a beautiful, beautiful movie. Just fun. Lots of great music in there. And as I said, just pop on that movie if you want with peanut butter and Oreo cookies, as that's one of the things.
Want one? Oh, sure, I love Oreos. At home, I eat them with peanut butter. You do? That is so weird. So do I. You're kidding. Most people find that totally disgusting. I know, I don't get it. Me either.
And as I said before, chili and cornbread, because it sounds like just such a fun time. Westworld is another great summer movie. Jaws. I just love Steven Spielberg movies for the summertime. I think I wrote way too many movies. Like I have so many. Like I'm a crazy person. I wrote so many movies, guys. Right now the family's on a kick of Rush Hour. We just did a Rush Hour movie with Chinese food. It was so much fun. And again, that's very summery to me. And same thing with like James Bond-esque as well. Love all of the James Bond so far. Okay, as much as I would like to just keep giving you guys a million recommendations, let me talk about a couple of TV shows super quickly that are just perfect for the summer and that I think you guys would really enjoy as well. So let's start with the first one, Chesapeake Shores. Guys, Chesapeake Shores is perfect. I love the whole aesthetic of the show. We're following this family, the O'Briens, where everybody basically converges to Chesapeake Shores, which is a town basically in Maryland or Virginia. It's kind of like not really determined, but it is such a beautiful like seaside town where you are always getting hit with the breeze of the ocean coming in from the Atlantic. And this family is just trying to find their groove again. They had all dispersed across the eastern seaboard from New York to, you know, Maryland, to one of the family members was all the way in Illinois, Chicago. So everybody has a role there, and the patriarch is such a comforting and kooky and fun character, Treat Williams. He just knocks it out of the park. And yeah, we're just following these siblings' love lives, how they connect with one another, their children, and figuring out how to just fall into step with their parents and whatnot. It's just such a heartwarming show. There's about like 5 or 6 seasons, I believe, and the show wrapped up pretty well. I think it wrapped up quickly, but well enough, not like a cliffhanger. And as I said, it's very atmospheric. It has like coastal cliffside vibes, crashing waves, the blue and white coziness of the seaside and whatnot. So take a look into Chesapeake. I just love it. It's completely atmospheric, and I think everybody would just enjoy it. And it's pretty clean. It's a pretty clean cut show, so I think kids could watch it too if you were interested in doing such a thing.
You're not at the office.
Okay, no, not now.
You guys, I have clients that need to be able to reach me at all times.
No.
That is why I'm good at my job.
Connor,
oh my God!
Huh?
Did that just happen? What is wrong with you? Connor. I cannot believe you just did that.
That was not cool, man.
Was really mean.
It was a ride.
That was brutal. Amazing.
Oh, yeah? I love it.
That was nice. Okay.
And you deserve it.
You guys,
And you deserve it.
you are gonna wake the girls.
Another TV show that I've mentioned as well is Burn Notice. It basically follows this guy named Michael Weston who got wronged by the CIA. He got burned and just outed in a sense and just got kicked out of the CIA. He's a fantastic, funny spy who just basically gets knocked back into his hometown of Miami, Florida. I just think it's so perfect. And he has a group of friends who he relies on to basically try to solve this issue of like who burned him, who exactly outed this guy and framed him for doing something that he actually didn't do. And just every single episode is so fun, action-packed, hilarious. You feel that summer heat. You're like all up in these iconic spots of Miami and South Florida and whatnot, and it's just such a funny, cool MacGyver-esque type of show where you're just following this guy help people episode by episode solve different problems, whether it be, you know, a bank robber or a drug lord who's moved into the neighborhood or a kidnapping. Such a fantastic, wholesome, well-rounded show, and I'm telling you, it's so hilarious because he constantly gets into these characters and covers that he puts on, like these different personas, and he knocks it out of the park every single time, and there's just so much fun. So I really love Burn Notice. It's one of my top favorite shows ever. Please watch it. You'll be happy you watched it, I think. And then I think probably the most iconic show, if I watch this every summer, I'm sorry, but I just do. It's not something that I can help, okay? The most iconic TV show for the summer is H2O, Just Add Water. I've been watching it for decades. I've been watching it for a minute now, where we find these three girls who don't really start off as friends, and they end up at this place called Mako Island and to this moon pool at the right time, you know, when the moon is exactly right over this volcanic-esque opening and whatnot, and they're in this water and they are phased into mermaids. It's like they transform into mermaids right then and there. They don't quite see it quite yet, right? The water's bubbling and they find their way back home. They go about their day until water hits their skin, and they officially turn into mermaids as soon as water hits them after like maybe 10 seconds or so. So any kind of like humidity or water or anything that has a little bit of water just turns them into mermaids. And it just follows the story of these three girls and how they navigate through school and basically try to keep their secrets safe from a bunch of other people. So it navigates the relationship with each other and how, you know, bond because they become mermaids. It has such beautiful scenes of them swimming. I literally was like, this is probably the best mermaid tale I've ever seen in my life. It's so realistic and so like massively meaty looking. It's weird. I know to describe a mermaid tale as meaty, but it just looks so realistic, you know? And the girls are super cute. They have their adventures out at sea and their adventures on land, and every episode is basically them trying to stay away from water and not get discovered. It's quite actually suspenseful a little bit because it's like, dang, if they do get discovered, they're gonna go straight into like a SeaWorld, basically, you know, into a sanatorium. One of them, Cleo, right? It's just insane to me, you know, when you think about it as an adult. She goes to work at this aquarium and it's like, are you kidding me? Girl, you cannot get wet and you're going to the lion's den, basically. I was like, oh my gosh. Whatever happens, it's you. It's all you, and no one should help you. But yeah, I just think that's so insane. So it's Emma, Cleo, and Ricky, and then later on Bella, because Emma goes away after the second season, or yeah, for the third season, Emma is no longer there. But yeah, it's just a fun, cute friendship story. These girls that discover, you know, their strengths, and they have these different powers as well, and I just love it. Just give me some watermelon, H2O, Burn Notice, some mangoes, and I'm good for the summer. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I'm good. That's all I need for the summer. And a couple of books. That's all you need. You keep adding. Anyway, so those are the three shows that I could recommend to you guys. I think they're quite atmospheric and perfect for the summertime as well. I did mention as far as activities wise, I have this super sweet puzzle that I have around here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where I put it. It kind of looks like this, but it's not. This is like, you know, a prop here, but I don't know. I think it's just in my bedroom, and I have puzzles that I would like to do. I have a knitting project of doing a lobster knit sweater that I'm very excited for. I'm hoping to go maybe to the final Joann's stores if they're still available to me, or Michael's, to get some red yarn and thrift a white cable knit sweater-esque. I know they're cool summer nights too, to maybe like embroider or knit a red lobster onto a sweater, because KJP, which I did mention before, is a Cape Cod inspired brand, fashion brand, clothing brand that has this really cute little lobster sweater that I think I would like to try to have for the summertime. So I'll try to make my own if I get a chance. I want to make a little bit of jewelry making also for the summertime. That's another huge thing that I'm interested in. And so those are some of the things that I really wanted to tackle and just take a look into for the summer. But I really just want to have a lot of fun and a lot of beach days as well, especially since I live so close to the water. I try to make it out at least twice a month. I think that's very reasonable to do, you know. So I don't know, to go out there to feed the seagulls is just one of my favorite pastimes, you know. And I think I might also just make different art as well, since I'm gonna be doing that room makeover. So I'm thinking of, once again, going to the craft store to just see what is available to me, because my hand is not too horrible when it comes to, you know, art making and whatnot. So yeah, maybe go to the farmer's market or a regular market to see if I can get fresh produce every now and then. Go off to the beaches I mentioned, off to the movie theaters, maybe go to a park, and just try to spend a little bit of time outdoors and just get some fresh air, not to stay too cooped up. Maybe I can read a little bit more outdoors as well, especially since I have as you know, a stack of books that I have to get through too, and just enjoy my summer as much as possible with my friends and family. As I said, there's a Superman movie coming out that I'm super excited for as well, and you guys already know the one thing I always love to do is get some beautiful fresh flowers for the home. So that's just something I'd like to do. I like to romanticize the summer as much as I possibly can, enjoy it with my family and friends, and just like really embrace it before the fall vibes come in. Now my battery is screaming for me to stop. Should have screamed long ago. But I'm very grateful that you guys were here hanging out with me, listening to me ramble on for the longest time. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Have a lovely summer. Give me some ideas down below, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye. I overtalked, as always. I feel so bad about this. Okay, camera's like literally, it's screaming for me to shut it. Okay, guys.